What up? What up? What up, everybody? We are back again. Consistency is how we do it. It's your boy, Sir Toks, aka La Voice. And I am one half of the dynamic duo that brings to you darkness with a Ginger Hue. And I couldn't do it without my co-host with the most, yours truly, Slang Hugh. What's going on, brother?
You don't hear the crowd?
He's waiting for the crowd right now. He's waiting for them. They're not there yet. They're not there, but you know, we'll give him a horn. We'll give him a horn. Oh, we'll give him some horns.
Yeah, we here. We in here like swimwear and tight fitting pants gear. That's the best rhyme I could come up with on the spot. It works. It works to a degree.
Wow. All right. It's PG. It's all right. No
Rhyme.
problem. What's good, brother? How was the week for you?
Not bad. Not a bad week. It's cold as hell outside and a lot of snow. But other than that, the inside is nice and warm. Outside is frightful and the inside is rightful. So
yes. Now, I did, and I guess this is big news because it's in Ontario, but they are now broadcasting all over the news is that I think Sunday will I guess Ontario, maybe even Toronto itself will be the coldest place on earth. That's what they've said. They have calculated that it will be the coldest place on earth, colder than Siberia. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
So much for global warming.
3 years ago, we in Winnipeg, and I know I'm a Toronto man, but I'm living in Winnipeg, so I'm going to represent Winnipeg. We here in Winnipeg were colder than Mars.
Mars,
bro, colder than Mars. So you're talking coldest. No, we were colder than Mars. Calculated. So yeah, take that, Ontario. Suck it up. Put on an extra sweater. We tough it out here.
We're just mere earthlings. You guys are all Martians.
We are beyond normal here. All right. We're on that next level with the weather. So step it up. All right. The global shift is coming. Be ready.
I don't want to be the leader in this race that you're currently talking about. You guys take it.
I still haven't adapted to it. No,
we lost that war. I concede.
When cars don't start, as I told you, we were supposed to have some guests here, and their car didn't start because of how cold it is. Man,
that doesn't make no sense.
In Ontario, you guys no one plugs their cars in for the block heaters.
Unless it's a hybrid or something, but no.
Exactly. We have, again, built-in block heaters to keep the battery warm while you park your vehicle. They're all in malls. They're all at the doctor's offices and all those places there that you stop. And again, might need that boost because the temperature can drop from -10 to -30 in a span of an hour.
That's nuts.
And then if you're in waiting areas or waiting rooms or shopping and you come out 3 hours later, your battery is a block of ice.
They should have no such thing as outdoor parking out there. Like there should be nothing underground and covered.
There's no underground parking whatsoever.
That makes no sense.
Like there's probably 3 or 4 buildings that I know that have underground parking, but not even. I mean, they have covered parking. Not underground. I haven't seen any underground.
No, they need underground parking. They need underground living. You guys should only have bunkers in the winter. Your house should be able to convert like a transformer and go underground when winter comes.
What they need is a subway system. Just
there's not enough people out there for that.
What? It's not even about people. It's about distance.
Yeah, I could see that, but it's people too, because the people pay for the quote unquote pay for the subway. And if there's not enough people taking it,
I found out today that the cost for a bus ticket or cash fare for an adult was $3.75.
Oh, that's like in the 1970s in Toronto. Not that far back, but I think it's like 5 something now or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I
That
think so.
is
Cash fare?
atrocious.
Yeah, I think it's 5
Bro,
something.
you could get a coffee and a donut for that much, bro.
Can you? I don't know.
Wow, maybe
It
not.
can, maybe not.
I
I don't
I
know.
stand corrected.
It's
It
probably
might be a
close.
bit more.
Probably close. A Tim Hortons coffee and donut. Maybe
Wow.
depends on what size of coffee you're
It's
getting.
true. It's true. It's true.
No, I
It's
don't know.
true. It does depend on the size. It does depend on the size.
And
But yeah, man, this cold
been
front.
converted to a Starbucks man of recent
You?
times. Yeah.
Wow. Them
I,
diva drinks guy? Wow.
yeah. It's you know what? I do like tea. I'm not a coffee guy. And I was introduced to chai, and that was pretty much it. Once I got to the
Okay.
table, because the only coffee I kind of remotely like is French vanilla. That's the only one I've ever tried, or not even
Okay.
tried. I shouldn't say that, but the only one that I ever liked remotely. But then I got introduced to chai tea, and it was like, oh, flavored tea.
Well, you do know chai is the word for tea. And
Yes, yeah,
you said
but it's
chai
a
tea, so you're saying tea. Now I got that giving from
that's a
Spider-Man movie, but
literally.
hey,
You're right. You're absolutely right. But that's literally how it is on the menu.
yeah, I know, I
Chai
know.
tea latte.
The
That's
Western road just got
Well,
it. They
the
just broke
reason
it.
and the reason they do it is because chai is a little different than tea. It is a form of tea,
Yes,
but
yeah.
it's different
I
than
knew what you're
ours.
saying, but yeah,
But yeah,
I
you're right.
too, I had a chai about a week or two ago, and it tastes great.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
It tastes great. It's not your orange pico, your Earl Grey,
Mhm.
even the other ones that are there. This one, it had some lasting flavor. You didn't have to put anything into it.
That's
Make it
that's another
last.
thing.
Just
Although I know Starbucks sugars it up, but
yeah, no,
even when I
that's
make
how
it
they
at
keep you
home
coming
and I
back.
don't put as much sugar in it, it still tastes good to me.
Yeah,
That's
I'll put
super
a
good.
teaspoon of honey. I'm good. Good.
It's just like how different to me, like I've had Tetley tea from
Old school.
England.
Oh,
It's different than the Tetley tea here. It tastes
y
way better.
I have a buddy of mine, shout out to my buddy, Rassem, he's in England, I went to college with him, and he sent me 2 different types of tea from
Mhm.
England, Earl Grey and breakfast tea.
Uh-huh.
They taste totally different than anything we have
Yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
So different. I'm like,
Makes sense.
"Wow, this is powerful."
Yeah,
No
makes
wonder
sense.
everybody drinks tea out there
Mhm.
because there's no filler. It's just tea. You're getting the tea. So yeah, that's everybody has their own way of creating
Yeah,
a
flavor
flavor for
palette
themselves. Yes, their
is
favorite
different
platter
around
is
the world.
different. Just like the spices in different countries, you know, certain
Exactly,
things are made with different spices to make it their own. So hey,
exactly. Different around
kudos
the
to
world,
those
but yeah,
folks
man.
who do that. Yeah.
How's your week so far?
Again, you know, after the emotional podcast we had,
Mhm.
I must say, and you know what, I'll be on the first. I was thank you, Slang, for all the kind words and motivation you've brought to my world. Ever even before this, any other times we talk and you give me some motivation. On top of that, shout out to everybody who reached out.
Yes.
I had people I haven't heard from in months, years. I had a good friend of mine who wants to be a part of the show by the name of Rasul. I've
Mhm.
known him since daycare.
Wow,
Right,
that's
from
crazy.
daycare times, bro,
That's crazy.
and he messaged me and said, "Yo, I didn't even know the podcast was a thing like this. I didn't know you were doing it." So we were and I was at work, so I was on the phone, but I shouldn't be on the phone. I'm trying to speed
Mhm.
him up, but I wanted to say, "Yo," and I appreciate you. I wanna tell you that I appreciate because he listened to the whole podcast. I said, "Yo, you guys got something here." I said, "Yeah, let's make it a big deal." I'm like, "Okay, no problem." And I put
Mhm.
that down. And then I got messages from other people, and people are asking how I'm doing. I'm saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm okay, but I'm not okay." You know, I had to be real. And then, you know, I saw a lot of the comments too saying, "Yo, I mean, share your emotions, be real, be honest." Because
Mhm.
I think there was one point you were talking one of the shorts we had about me kind of hiding how I'm feeling from my daughter. I'm like,
Mhm.
and then people were saying, you know, share them, let them know that you're not
Mhm.
100% because if you're hiding your feelings, then how do they know how to share their feelings if you're
Mhm.
hiding it all the time? So I'm like, yeah, so this whole week was all about kind of reflecting on
Nice,
myself
nice.
and and understanding that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to have a bad week, and it's okay to show your emotions,
That's right.
and it's okay to accept help. Now, I've already done that part. I've now accepted open hands and say, hey, can I help you with this? Can you help me with that? Yeah, I'm all about that. But the other part was really tough for me because I'm like I said, I'm standing, coming from an African background where the man is the man that has to run the show and do all this, and then you have your children watching. I'm like, yeah, I need to stand firm. But now I'm like, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I got to step back and kind of attack it a bit differently. So again, I thank you, everyone, especially you, Slang, for giving me that oomph. Shout out to LT. She reached out on me as well. I do
Nice.
apologize for not making the show that you had on TikTok, but I hope to make it next time. I love
Mm-hmm.
to be a part of it. So again, each one teach one. We definitely are here to grow. And yeah, she reached out to me and she said, anytime you want to talk, I'm there. And again, I have a lot of people that are just chiming in. I'm like, man, I love that. That made me feel so good, so
Good.
good.
I like to
So
hear that. I like to hear
that's
that.
that's something I will definitely cherish for
Yeah,
sure.
man. Beautiful.
Um,
And keep in mind,
with
it's
that,
baby steps. Not no,
yeah, of course,
not no
yeah.
overnight
You're not
sensation thing. You got to take
exactly.
steps.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'll take as many baby steps before I can step out on my own and say, okay, I'm good. I'm good here. Let's go to the
Hmm.
next step. Right. And again, you're always learning. Like we always say, we're always learning. We always
Always.
find something new, always find something at a different perspective. And this is why we have this show, right? Because we can talk about a lot of topics and we've gone through a lot of perspectives. And
Hmm.
it's kind of eye-opening because you do want to, you know, say your piece, but you have to understand that there's two sides to every coin, right?
Yep.
So
That's a
you have
fact.
to respect that, and maybe somebody might not agree with you. They can curse you till the cows come home. Okay, that's your opinion. I thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
We won't disrespect you about it, but thank you for your opinion, and we move on. So now you
Exactly.
understand that there's going to be people that are going to say, yeah, this, and the other, and we're going to stand on our side and say, yeah, well, this, that, and the other. But I think what makes us different is that we can understand and respect somebody else's point of view. A lot of people don't. A
At
lot of
least I
people are
try.
standing.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah, a lot
I
of people stand in the
try.
mud and don't move. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's
Exactly.
always been.
I
No.
try not to be that person. I try not to be the my way or the highway type
Yeah.
person. I try to see, even if I don't agree, I try to understand, which is like that's I've said this. I feel like I've been saying this all week because I said it on
Hmm.
LT show and I think we said it on our show.
Hmm.
It's not about agreeing. It's
Right.
about trying to understand where somebody comes from.
Right.
I ha- One of
Right.
my good friends, Rome, who is a psychotherapist as well,
Hmm.
and anytime we're talking, and we'll be talking about some a friend of that might have been, and I
Hmm. Hmm.
might say a phrase like, "I don't understand why he or why she does this," and
Right.
he'll his usual reply automatic is, "Yeah, I understand it. I may not
Hmm.
do it, but I do
Hmm.
understand it." And that always brings you back to like, yeah, you know what? I do understand it. I just
Hmm.
may not agree with it.
Exactly. Exactly. You
But
don't have to, and again, you don't have to agree. You can
exactly.
respect that somebody has a different opinion than you, and vice versa. Somebody might have a different opinion than you. There was a comment on our one of our pages about uh SGA,
Yeah.
and the comment was about how, oh, SGA flops, blah blah blah. I'm like, and we're gonna win gold. We were talking about that, and the
Mhm.
comment is about how, you know this guy flops all the time. Like, I'm gonna make a comment, and I made a comment about LeBron being a flop artist and being known to be a flop artist. They
Mhm.
call him the king, so I'm like, okay. I just sent the comment, and he goes, "Oh, you," and he was disrespectful in the reply. And I'm like, hey, well, you know what?
I
Thank you
didn't
for your
see that one.
comment.
I didn't see
I
that
just
one.
said thank you for your comment.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
Hopefully, you get to watch more of our shows. That's
But
all you
don't
can do.
hey, but don't take my kindness for
Hey,
weakness because there's gonna be a day or a subject in which I will come back at you. but with
Fierce. Oh,
aggressive intelligence. It
yes,
won't
yes, yes.
it won't be me calling you out of your name or what people on the internet like to do to
Where you
try to
live, man?
trigger
Huh? Where
you.
you live, man?
Yeah, trigger you in an argument. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, funny quick story. There
Mm,
with exactly what you just said. I
mhm,
was having
mhm,
a back and forth with a guy once on Instagram. I don't even remember what this was about at the time.
mhm.
And he got so upset and he was like, "Yo, you don't know who you're dealing with. I'll come find you." And I said, "Oh, okay. I live in Brampton. Just let me know when." I didn't never heard from the guy again. He just went quiet.
Yo, there's a lot of
Yeah,
keyboard warriors, though.
pump
Yo,
faking.
yo,
Yeah,
any day, man, on site. I'm okay. Well, here's my address. Here's the directions. By all means, come on in.
come on
And
in.
there's people that across the world be saying, "Yo, anytime I see you, I'm gonna get you." I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
And
here's the address.
I'm not no tough guy, and that was probably a stupid thing to do. So don't try this at home.
Oh, true,
That's just an example of
true,
what can
true,
happen on the net. Because
true.
people are also some of them are crazy and stupid, and
Yes,
people have
yes,
died over internet beefs.
yes, yes. This is
I'm not
very
I'm
true.
not suggesting, and I probably would never do that again. It was, but like I said,
It
don't
was
take the
hilarious
kindness
for you,
for
though.
weakness. There's a moment that my weakness was was showed in strength. So
You said you
I'm
had to kind of stand tall about what you were talking about.
not above going low. I'm not above it. Nope, nope, nope.
Well, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, so since we're here, what have you done to better yourself
I was just gonna ask
today?
you,
As we
but
always.
you kind of already answered the question with everything that you said there. And I think that's
Mm,
a very good example, just the reflection and all that.
mm.
Today in particular, I had a um, therapist meeting.
Oh,
I
okay.
had an appointment with my therapist today. Was pretty interesting. There's a couple things that I'm dealing with. Nothing. It's not actually. I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say it's nothing too crazy, but
Right,
I don't want to give the perception that there that there's when there's something wrong, you should grade it and not deal with it
right,
because
right,
the level of it is not really the important thing. The level of it,
right.
it doesn't, it can affect how it affects you, but the level of it, you should still be trying to
Yeah,
actively
yeah.
take
Don't put it
care
on
of
the
it.
shelf.
Don't put it on the shelf just because
Yeah.
you're. And sometimes we'll tell ourselves, "Ah, that's no big deal, so I don't have to deal with that right now," and then it just festers and grows into something else.
Mm,
So yeah,
mm,
so just some, in terms of not, even though I do feel like I'm in a good place in life, like one of the better places that I've ever been in my
mhm,
49 years on this planet,
mhm, mhm,
but there's still more that I want and more accomplishments that I want to achieve. And sometimes I get in my own way, to put it
mhm,
simply. So I need some help getting out of that, some help gaining the confidence or the motivation to move
mhm, mhm,
forward ideas and so forth. And that was a lot of the discussion we had. Also some of how that relates to my relationship with
mhm,
my girlfriend and other people. So
mhm,
it's
mhm,
it's like we talked about on last show. It's good to have somebody to talk to, especially in a professional setting,
mhm,
where they could give you some feedback or some ideas of how to move forward. I've been blessed, like I said, to have my best friend is also in that field.
mm,
Latanya, who's also a very good friend of mine, is in that field.
mhm,
So I've been blessed to
mhm,
have people around me with great emotional intelligence and the professional background to have those discussions on a friendship level. But it's still different to get it on a professional level with somebody who doesn't necessarily know you like that.
mhm, mhm,
So
mhm.
I always
That's good.
suggest it. Yeah, that's my day of being better.
Hey, this is what this show does, man. It makes us be better. It just makes us be better. And again, whether it's intellect, emotional, even financial, if we get to a point where we trade secrets about how to make money certain ways or how to save money certain ways, we'll share it. Because
That's a fact.
again, it might not directly help me, but it might indirectly help Slang or it might help another
Exactly.
viewer at some point. So yeah, we're not
It's not
holding
just
back.
entertainment over here.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly,
But yeah,
exactly.
what
So
about
yeah.
did you what were you would you say what you said earlier is your answer to that, or did you have another?
That's part of it. That's part of it. Today, like I said, it was draining because I did a quick turnaround from an evening shift to the day shift. But I I made sure I was present when I got there. I did everything. I usually kind of sit back sometimes and let the ladies do what they need to do, but I took kind of charge and I'm doing all the notes and doing it. So I made sure I was there. That's what I felt I needed to do.
Mm,
Whether I was in my head or anything, I wanted to make sure I was there. So that's what I thought that made myself better is just keep myself don't keep myself in my world. Make sure I'm present at the job I'm
mm,
at because there's somebody else that in my field might need me, might need to vent, might need to freaking lash out, whatever. So I wanted to make sure I was available for them,
nice.
and I was. And again, I went there, got there early, made about 7 or 8 fried eggs,
Nice.
they ate that real quick. Uh, Again, did notes, did some checks here and there, and then kind of sat back and watched some shows with some of the ladies that were I've kind of take care of, and then they're off doing their thing. And after they left, I went and cleaned out the kitchen and just cleaned out the place. So I just kept myself
Nice.
going, and everything was
Nice.
good. So they didn't have to worry about anything. So I
Nice.
felt good about that. Felt definitely
Mhm.
good about that.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
yeah,
Good to
yeah.
hear.
All right. So let's get into I guess topic number one. We going to do some man dem thoughts.
Let's do it.
Man dem thoughts about another video presented to you by Slang Hugh.
Ah, see, big up
Here
my
it
bread.
is. All
Me and
Mark.
my
right.
friend are talking the other
Here we
day,
go.
and we came to a realization that society's messed up. It's messed up because women are telling men how to act like men when they never had a father figure in their life. How does that make sense?
Hmm.
It doesn't add up. Think
Hmm.
about it. How are you, a woman that never was raised by a man or two parents, are going to tell a man how to be a man? Why? Because of things you see on TV?
Hmm.
Come on, man. Get with it.
Hmm.
Hmm. I was laughing at one of the comments. It said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight you to be honest."
Was that?
One of the comments on his one of the posts on the comments on the post said, "I'm gonna fight you to be honest. I'm just gonna fight you to be honest." I was laughing at that. I, I guess that hit home for her
That
or
that
him.
that yeah, that tickled the nerve for them. That tickled the
Uh,
nerve.
yeah,
So,
just about.
what's
Was
what's your thoughts on this?
I I literally, I don't know if anybody could see my comment, but I said he's on a roll because he's been doing these lately, and he's been he's like he's in my head so far. Everything
He's
he's
on a
saying is
tear.
it's one of those things. I it is kind of amazing to me that we're in a time in which women are telling men how to be men and doing it with a level of claimed expertise
Mm,
that is it's funny to me. And again, I think this leads to the it's part of the pendulum swing. It's part of women now thriving and feeling like they know better than men,
mm,
just like men used to do to women when we were thriving or when we were on top, or we're still on top. Let me not make no mistake about that. But when it was a little bit less equal, and we looked at them and told them, "Oh, that's not what a woman is supposed to be." Now we're getting that's not what a real man is from the ladies, and I once saw another post. This is a while ago,
mhm,
in which a woman had sent it to me, and it was basically the woman was saying something like, "Women know more about what it's like to be a man because they live in a patriarchal society
mm,
than a man would know about what it's like to be a woman." And
mm,
I understand that, and part of me would agree to that because in a similar fashion, it's almost like black people know what it's like to be white more than a white person would know what it's like to be black in North American
mm.
society, because we are brought up being taught,
How to
especially
defend
for
yourself.
our ages and our time, being taught
Mm,
what Anglo-Saxon culture is, more than they're taught what our cultures are.
Mm.
That's definitely gotten a lot better over the years, but that's what it is. So we have to fit in, and in order to fit into their culture, we have to know about it. So we know more about them than they do about us. Like,
Yeah.
it's not until recent years that oxtail wasn't looked at as like, ew, you guys eat
Yeah.
oxtail.
Yeah.
Ew,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys eat curry goat.
Yeah.
And that's just
Mhm.
food. Now
Mhm.
that's a normal thing. But once upon a time, it was like, oh, what, you eat goat? Like, really? Like, you eat the tail of a cow? Ew. No. No. Like,
Oh man.
tofu and all these things are now delicacies, and jollof rice and all these things are delicacies that people are clamoring to eat. Well, once upon a time, if it wasn't a beef patty, it was you guys eat that crap? You know what I mean? And,
Wow.
and that's just a simple
Wow.
example of yeah. When you're the oppressed, you would know more about the oppressor than the oppressor knows about you. I get that. But you're still not an oppressor. Like, you're still not, as much as the slave knows about the slave master, you're still not a master. There's things that the master has to deal with that you
Mhm.
would never know about or understand
Right.
because you're not the master. You don't know if the master after I'm doing some crazy analogies right now. So
Right
forgive me.
before Black History Month, bro. Go on, bro.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Go on. Talk like the master.
And I'm
Come
not
on.
excusing it. I'm not excusing it. Disclaimer. But we don't know. Damn. I want to pull the cord now. I want to pull the cord.
No, you're in too deep.
I
You're
already
doing
jumped out the
it right
plane.
now.
Yeah, midair. I'm midair. Okay. So you don't know what if the master goes in his bedroom and cries after whipping you. But he has to whip you because that's part of what his job is.
That's
We
the
don't know.
persona.
Yeah, we don't know. Or you wouldn't understand that because you never had to whip somebody, quote unquote. So bringing it back now to a more a less
More
violent
level.
and
Yeah.
volatile. A woman is not gonna know all the intricacies and the details it is to be a man. Deeper than that, I don't know what it's like for you to be a man. Exactly. And we're both men. So how can a woman tell me what it's like to be a man, especially if she does never had a father figure like family man talk said? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Sorry, it doesn't make sense. Yes, you can suggest, you can help guide, because there is merit to being on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
And as it relates to maybe how we deal with women, a woman could help us with that for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
And in other aspects, don't get me wrong. There's no, it's not lack of a better word. It's not a totalitarian, you know the word, way of thinking.
Gotcha. Yep.
It's not like we have the we've mastered the book as men on how to be men. Even great men have flaws. So I'm not saying that women
the
can't
greatest.
give their input on what would make us better men, but to take the stance of better than men on how to be men is a wild take to me.
Hey, let me say this right now. What he said out loud has been in my head for a long time. Because I'm like, yeah. Then I'm like, okay, so women are telling us how to be men. I'm asking the women out there that love to say this, what is a good man? How do you be a good man? What's the definition? There is no definition. Every man is different. Every situation is different. So you telling this person how to be, you take that same person and put him across the world to where he's totally different environment. He has to be a different type of man. Then bring that man back, and you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference is how people are different men in different places of the world, different situations, and like you said, again, different jobs too can change a man, right? For the longest time, I mean, I'll use my own being in corrections. As a man, you have to put down your foot on certain things. Who knows if you come home and cry about it or deal with it a certain way? You don't know. You don't know the emotions that a man is going to be dealing with. So again, how do women have the definition of being a man down packed?
Impossible.
Right? Because there was a funny video. We'll deal with that another time. There's a funny video. A comedian was talking about the divorce rate between women is higher than
The lesbians.
the lesbians, sorry,
Yep.
are higher than heterosexual couples.
Yep.
That's what they said.
Yep.
On top of that, do you know what's the lowest? Gay couples.
Oh,
So
really?
Men
I didn't
are
know that.
and I mean, he was joking, but yeah, like he was joking, he was putting jokes with it, but these stats are true. So
Yeah.
lesbians have the highest
And
rate of divorce,
gay men have the least.
and gay men have the least. And he was joking how because of the women in
I was gonna
factor in
say,
there,
so we're saying anytime women are involved, it's all.
I'm just putting out the facts right now, brother. I'm not saying it is, but they're telling me it is.
Every joke got some truth in it. Sorry, ladies. I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is like I can never tell a woman how to be a woman. I can't. I can ask you how to be a good or better woman for me. I would like you to be this way for me to get the best out of me.
Yes.
And then even if we don't jive and we go another way, somebody else might have different traits, different personality. So you're gonna ask them to be a certain way for you again. It might not be the same as Jill and Jackie. No, it's not fair to compare. There is no one book on how to be a certain way. Doesn't make sense.
So every woman you ask would have a different answer.
Exactly.
So how are you even gonna be able to tell me if you don't have the same? It's different for you than it is for the other girl.
And like you said, there's great men out there that have serious flaws. There's people in history books that are praised for what they've done. Perfect example, JFK, one of the most renowned, and celebrated presidents in the world, but he had an affair.
Multiple.
So yeah. So I mean, allegedly, but we all know that happened.
They say the same thing about Martin Luther King.
Exactly. Again, Muhammad Ali, the greatest boxer of all time, he had affairs. All right. These are great men. And I'm not going to hold it to them because they're not perfect men. Because no man in this world is perfect.
Man or woman, let's say.
No, but again, we're talking about the men right now. Well,
right,
I know,
you're right,
for sure. But yeah, I don't want to bring it down to the women because again, we would like to have women on here to speak their thing. But when you talk about the man side of things, nah, there's no perfect man. So don't throw the book at us thinking you know better than us how to be us. Right? It's not fair. It is not fair. That is a illogical way of thinking on how to address men, because again, every situation is different,
and it's a superiority complex. It's some
1000%. Yeah,
seat there with that. I could tell you how to be you better than you can.
How dare you? That's like, come on, man.
And really? Again, I'm just to bring it more in a less of a war cry, more peaceful. This is why I think men and women need each other, because it's not, again, there are aspects that a woman might see in you that you might not see in yourself, and vice versa. And I don't necessarily think that is a gender thing, but I do think it is at the same time. There is some biological makeup in us that women have a certain, you know what, even as much as it is a gender thing, it is also the partners that you pick or the people that you choose to keep around you type thing. Because the differences in personalities as well as the differences in gender lend to us having different perspectives, different viewpoints that we can share with each other, and how to make ourselves, or how to make ourselves and each other better, man or woman, even child. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like even your daughter could say something to you that's like, oh,
Yeah.
you know what? You're right.
And it has happened. It has happened.
There
You
you go.
have to be open-minded and say, yeah, you're right.
There you
Right?
have.
I mean,
But she can't
whether
tell
it's
you how to be an adult.
no,
She
no,
can't
but
tell you that.
they can suggest,
Yeah, she can
they
have,
can enlighten you,
and
but
she
they
might
can't tell you.
surprise you with the suggestions, but she can't
Exactly.
completely tell you how to be an adult. She doesn't know what that is, man.
All you hear is that's not how to be a dad. What do you know about being a dad? What are you talking? I saw it on this video. Oh, that's what we're going through right now.
Yeah,
That's what it is right now.
yeah.
Stop it. Stop it.
That's how it
Because
works.
that's not true.
So-
Again, every person is different. Whether it's gender, where they're placed in society, everybody has a way to deal with things. How they deal with it is their own way. They
Mhm.
can better themselves. And that's what people try to do. Some do. Some do. And again, like we said at the beginning, everything's a work in progress. Everything, you're always learning, always changing. So don't tell me you have the answers to everything
No.
in being a man, because I don't even have the answers.
Yeah.
I'm pushing almost 50 soon. I'm like, I'm not even 20% at where I want to be in terms
Yeah.
of being that man. Right.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna go back and tell you this is how you should be as a woman. Now I will say, hey, this is how, like I said before, how I would like my woman to be.
Right, right, right,
That's a preference.
right.
And then we can go into preferences and standards and so forth. But I will never tell a woman this is how you be a woman. No,
Right.
that's not fair to them, because
Right.
I don't know how they've gone through. I mean, a lot of women have gone through post-traumatic stress because of labor, because of
Mhm.
abusive relationships, because
Mhm.
of jobs,
Mhm.
because of what's the their own image,
The
looking
cycle.
themselves,
Oh, self-image. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
their self-image and whatnot. There's a
Mhm.
lot of things that I might not even consider or worry about.
Yep.
I might say, oh, I'm looking that little heavy, and that's just me, a man. But a woman, she says, oh my gosh, I look gross. And I'm
Mhm.
looking at her, you look fine. But again, that's her mindset. And I'm not going to tell her how she's going to think. I can suggest, no, you look great. Hey, you look great. Or, Jill, you look amazing. I don't think so. I'm just giving you what I see.
What I see from the outside.
That's it. Yeah,
Yep.
that's all I can say.
And that comment might help her get over it, and that comment might make her feel worse. Who
Exactly.
knows?
Exactly. So
But
you
it's
don't know. You're
outside
just
looking in.
again, and that's the process. You just let them be. Let them be. I would never understand or really take a woman telling me how to be
Mhm.
a man. My mother would never say that. My mother wouldn't. When she was alive, she would never tell me this is how you should be. If you need no advice,
Mine would.
well,
Mine would tell
because she's a parent though. But I mean,
yes,
she won't
in
tell
that
me
way.
like
Yeah,
right. But
yeah.
I mean, go ask your dad, or ask somebody of
Ultimately.
like, yes. And I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, I get that.
She wouldn't claim an expertise stance on it, that's for sure.
Exactly.
She
On a
wouldn't
parent
claim that.
level, she'll
Yeah,
tell you, yeah, this is how
yeah.
you be a good man, because
Yes,
she's trying
yes,
to teach you standards. She's trying to show you discipline and so forth, and keep you on a straight and narrow. But when you're
yes.
at an older age like we are, no person is going to tell me how to be a certain way.
Yeah.
I have to figure out myself.
Yep.
And
Can help.
even today, when you go to sleep, wake up, you're gonna have to figure out another way every day, waking up another
That's
day.
a fact.
So
That's a
it's
fact.
always a learning process. So
Right. That's
I,
right.
I liked how your bedroom put it out there.
Broke it
It
down.
made people think. And again, he put it out in a way that it was not insulting,
I'm
not
sure some people would
resentful.
be insulted. I'm
Well,
sure they would be,
because,
but I don't think
again,
so.
I mean, that's them feeling hurt. They're in feelings. So
Trigger.
if you have, yeah, if you're hurt about what is being said, that is fact. Then sorry, facts don't care about your feelings.
Yep.
Anyways, we
And
we'll,
we
we'll,
say
we'll
all that to only go into another topic in which we're gonna mansplain.
let's mansplain this again.
Now
Shout out.
it's our turn to tell the women how to think. Let's do it.
You know what? I love it because again, a lot of women are watching the show and say, "Hey, talk about this topic. What do you think about this?" And I'm like, "Well, we can definitely mansplain it for you guys. You might not like how we say it, but hey, you asked. Here it is. Let's mansplain this. Next topic. Here we go. Let's talk about this one.
Men believe they would never rape a woman when they've already done it. And this is because the issue with men is they have consent blindness. They think that rape is only violent. They think it's only super like obvious to them. They don't understand that consent is more than her just not freaking out, more than him just not holding you down. It's more than him just not wielding a weapon. It's more than that. It's coercion. It's asking you over and over again. It's assuming that because you had prior consent, you have current consent. It's assuming that because she's letting you do this, it means you can do that. It's assuming that, you know, she is comfortable enough to speak up when you guys are alone and secluded, or if you barely know each other, or if she had too much to drink or another substance. There are so many men out there who have violated women while walking around saying, "Oh, I would never do that." And they just don't know that they have, and that they would, and that they will again. A lot of men.
Deep. This one's deep. Touchy. Tread lightly. I'll let you go first.
Oh wow, you set me up for that one. Damn. I took this video in the first, and I'm like, I was a bit taken back by it. Because I'm like, because I have to put myself in this situation. Like, 'cause I'm a man. I'm like, do I really? And I'm like, no, that's me. That's not me. I'd never do that. But then when she broke it down, I'm like, I mean, it's still not me, but I mean, I get what they were saying, right? Just because you had it once doesn't mean you have an open door policy. Go do it when you want, right? You need to, again, we're in a day and age anyways, right? It's not, again, like you said, not 1970 right now. Things are a bit different. There's a lot of freedom out there. There's a lot of choice, right? So again, know your limits and know your boundaries. Boundaries is the key word, because again, you might hit up a girl, you know, "Hey, how you doing?" "Hey, I'm doing all right." "Oh, you want to come by?" "Sure, okay." And then whatever. Then you go see them the next day. "Hey, you want to do it?" "No, no." "What do you mean no? We were just no." That's it right now. She's got her full. She's all right. Maybe she'll come to you next time and accept your one. Maybe not. Again, you have to, just like when we were talking, we don't know what that person has gone through in her life. So you have to respect the no. You have to respect the space that they're requesting. You have to know that, again, when you're staring at this person right now, you're just making them feel uncomfortable. No, that's a possibility. Know that anything that you can do can trigger anything that's going on in a woman's head. Anything. So again, tread men, and even women who like women. Tread carefully on how you treat some of these
everybody tread carefully on it. Everybody. Men who like men, women who like women.
I don't mind a woman who wants to from hell. Come here. Okay. Next day, come here. Okay. I'll accept that. You can beat me up. Okay. You come here. Okay.
I'm much more I'm a
sensual.
Please be gentle with me. Like, what am I, a piece of meat?
Tenderize me. Beat me up.
I feel like we're making far too many jokes about this subject. I feel like that's what we're doing.
But on the real though,
on the real, yes.
On the real though, yes, you have to kind of respect everyone's space, everyone's boundaries. Everybody's different. How you saw Sarah, she saw her today or last year. She may have gone through a whole lot of stuff and changed her perspective. Don't assume just because you hit it, you know, weeks ago or months ago that you're gonna just hit it again. No,
yesterday, an hour ago.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how long ago. It just no assumption.
Don't assume. You have to be very open-minded of how you approach and deal with people, not just women, just people. You never know what could trigger them off. Because again, the smallest thing can definitely trigger anything and everything. that it's very, very scary. That's why it's very, very tough to be, because I'm an extrovert. It's sometimes very tough to be that extrovert because I'm just happy go lucky and making jokes and whatever. And I'm not sure if that's going to bother somebody that I'm talking to, or a story that I say might trigger something. So I have to kind of tone it back a little bit because I don't want to be that guy to offend. I don't want to be that guy that they remember that this guy talked about this. And no, I don't want to be that guy. I want to be that guy because it's scary.
That's an interesting. I was having a thing with myself on similar today, but I don't want to digress from the subject at hand. Okay, so I agree with everything you said. Definitely, especially in the context that you put it. Where I don't even know if it's I differ, but one thing that I don't particularly like about this post, and I've seen posts like, not even posts like this, but similar ideas in the past, is when we put it in the context of coercion. And there are levels, of course, to everything that we're talking about. There are levels of coercion. I definitely agree that if she says no, you don't keep. God, come on, babe.
Yeah.
Come on. I definitely don't agree with you doing that.
Mhm.
And I was young once, and I'm guilty, full transparency, of doing similar when I was.
Well, hold on. Whether you're young or not, you could have changed your ways 3 months ago. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
that's true too.
Right?
That's true
So
too.
everybody grows. So again,
Yeah,
and
that is true
I was
too.
telling you about some of the stuff that's going on in my world. I'm like, yeah, people could be a certain way a year ago, 2 years ago, but you learn, you
Yep.
change. You
Yep.
don't
Hopefully,
assume that your way. Hopefully, yes,
that's what's
hopefully.
supposed to happen. That is true.
Yeah.
New
So yeah,
information should affect the way that you move.
yeah.
And it's not even necessarily that new information changed the way, but I guess I matured in that way, and realized. And I'm not. I would also say I've never forced myself on a woman either.
Mhm, mhm,
Um, uh, Now, because there's 2 points that I just realized there's 2 points. But
mhm.
back to the coercion thing. There
Yeah.
is a danger to me in labeling coercion as a form of rape. Again, I don't agree that coercion is rape, but I understand where it's coming from, and that it's totally dependent on how that woman feels at the time.
Right.
If she's fearing for her life, and she's fearing, not even necessarily for her life, but fearing violence from the man that
Mhm,
she's with,
mhm.
and he's asking her to have sex and she does it.
Right.
I do understand it in that context,
Okay. Yeah.
especially in a context of where the guy should realize that she's. So again, if he's, come on, babe, come on, and
Yeah.
she's already said no, and she feels like the next no is going to get her a punch in the face or
Right.
raped
Right.
anyway, so she
Right.
gives in. That's
Mhm.
definitely a wrong thing. There's no
Yes.
argument there, right?
Yes.
um I would implore women, and again anybody, to express that fact in the moment,
Yes.
because there is also that lack of communication where the guy doesn't, he might not go that far if he knew that's how you felt.
Right.
And sometimes we don't get that information, so we don't
Right.
know.
Right.
There's that. There is also the fact that I think it takes away from the respect and responsibility of a woman's intelligence and ability to make
Mm,
a choice.
mm.
Like, I understand it's a patriarchal society, and women sometimes feel that they have to acquiesce to our desires in order to survive in it. I get
Right.
that,
Right.
but it's a slippery slope when we're saying, oh, after the fact she realizes she didn't want to do it, so now, did that guy rape her?
Mm,
There's a whole lot of nuance in there. There's a whole
mm.
lot of, you know what I'm saying, there's a whole lot of I have to be in the room to fully get the picture there.
Mhm,
Minus,
mhm, mhm.
minus again acts of violence or threats, verbal threats, like if you don't do it, then no. That all these different things that can happen and that are overt. I'm not discounting that there are subversive acts of violence that make women feel like they have to do something they don't
Right,
want to do. I
right.
totally get that as well. But it's a slippery, that word, that R word is a dangerous word to use in a flippant way. And I'm not at all saying that this woman was being flippant with her usage. I think she was being
Right.
very deliberate. But when it comes to coercion, that is a
Slippery slope.
yeah, it's a slippery slope, man. It's a slippery slope because there's so much going on there. It's like you might have felt like doing it in the moment, but tomorrow, the way I treat you tomorrow might make you feel differently about what you
Yep,
did today. You understand
yep,
what I'm saying? So, like,
yep.
we might be in the moment, we both want it, and we do it, but because I don't call you back, then it's coercion, or you warp it into
Mm,
coercion in your mind. And
because
again, we are very good at creating narratives to make ourselves feel comfortable.
this is
This is
that's
how uh, uh, um, false accusations get
mm,
laid
those
on certain men.
those are deadly. Those are life-changing.
This is what I'm saying. It's dangerous. And again, and
Mm,
looking at both sides, there is also a disconnect and a discounting how this patriarchal society affects the men and their actions. Not as much as the women, or maybe I shouldn't say as much as the women, but not in the same way.
right.
There is that pressure that the women feel in those moments. There's a pressure on us too.
Yep.
It might appear to be pressure that benefits us because we're getting what we want. But I will tell you, I lost my virginity at an age where I didn't think, looking back on it, I don't think it was a good idea. I wish
Mm.
I didn't do it at that time, but there was a pressure. There was yo, you haven't done that yet, bro?
Mhm, 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 mhm,
Yeah, you
mhm.
gotta get yours,
Facts,
bro. What are you talking about, bro?
facts, 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 facts,
See,
facts.
that's the part that is not being explored, I think, a lot of times in this type of thinking. And maybe rightfully so, because again, we've had the upper hand for so long. It's time to give them a chance to speak their piece on a subject.
Of course.
But at the same time, I don't think we've ever really addressed that subject in depth, and then how it affects directly how what the women have to go through because we have a pressure on us. So now we're applying the pressure on them. It's a messed up cycle, man. But that's the nugget I wanted to put in there. Oh, I had one more thing. One more thing
Mm,
when you
mhm.
said, um, and no, not at all any shot at you, because I
No.
did the same exact thing. When we look at these things, I think one of our first mistakes or one of our first missteps, and I say a mistake, is saying I wouldn't do that,
Right.
because even when it's true, it doesn't take away from what she said.
Oh,
She's not talking about us.
no,
Say
you're yeah, you're right.
I'm not saying
Yes,
talking about us.
that's right. That's right.
And we shouldn't be offended because we literally should not be offended
Right.
because she's not talking about us.
You're right.
She's
Yeah,
talking about a lot of other men who do move that way.
that's
And
true. Because
and
there are.
there
There
absolutely
there's
are.
a
There's
lot.
no
There's a
question.
lot. There's
Yes.
no question.
That's what I'm saying. When I answered the
Yeah.
post, I said there's merit to what she's saying. It's a little
Yeah.
general
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me
Yeah. Yeah. You did say that.
because
Yeah.
because what I said, it's
Yeah.
dangerous to make it so general, but
Mhm.
there is definitely a lot of merit where a lot of men think, oh, yo, that's my baby mom's. I can hit it anytime I want, fam. What are you talking about?
Mm.
She had my
Mhm.
baby, fam. What are you talking
Mhm.
about? That's mine
Mhm.
for life. And
No,
it's
that's
like, bro,
true.
what are you crazy?
Yeah. You're in a delusional state of mind.
No. That's not how that works, sir. That's not grow up. That's not how that
Yep.
works. You're
Yep.
not with her. And even if you are with her, if she doesn't want to do it, hog that, friend. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Because
Allow
the
it. Yep.
misconception is we always want to do it, which brings me back to that pressure. That's not true either.
That's right.
That's how maybe more so, maybe, but sometimes that is because we think we're supposed to want to do it all the time. And
Going back
that's
to
just
training,
not true.
going back
Yes.
to the brainwashing, going
Yes.
back to the upbringings, going
Yes.
back to the movies, going back to all the stuff they've made us understand. It is hard to unlearn what you've been taught for thousands of years, not hundreds, thousands. Kings and pharaohs and all these people back in the day were running the world, or their place, they were located a certain way, and that was the mindset.
Mhm.
You had kings with 15 wives, right? They would have certain women doing certain things for certain times of the day and so forth. That's what was taught to them, and it was passed on and passed on and passed on. And like life, it evolved and everything evolved. So now we have to now understand, respect that that's not how we are anymore. But don't assume that all men are still thinking like cavemen. That's
That's
not
true too.
fair.
That's true
That's
too.
not fair. Give us the benefit of the doubt. Yes, there's a ton of men that are very, very horrible out there, for sure.
Mhm.
But
But that's
a
not even
lot
the
of,
majority. That's the other thing.
no,
I don't
yeah,
believe that's the majority.
it's not, right? But at the same time, we have to understand that there is that type of style or that type of men out there.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
women too. Women too.
Absolutely.
Both
Absolutely.
sides. So
Yeah.
we have to understand that there are those types of people out there, and you have to tread carefully, right?
Yep.
Know how to get yourself out of situations if you need to, right? Again, you just have to be very, very careful at all times when dealing with certain people in your world.
That's a
Again, it could
fact.
be a minute, it could be a month, could be a couple years. I mean, you never know until the other shoe drops of how that person is. I
Mhm.
learned that myself 2 years ago. A lot of people learn it very, very early. A lot of people even learn it later, right? And they get stuck in a relationship. They have the kids, and they're just sitting there, just just existing because they're too afraid to leave now, or
Yep.
they don't know what to do when they leave now,
Yeah.
or they have the legal system, or where they are. They were brought across the country or going to another country to live, and if they try to live, they can't because they have no one there, right? There's a lot of scenarios that play out that put certain people in risks, and that they
Facts.
want to avoid that. So yeah, it's- just be mindful of how you're treating people these days, because you never know what you say or what you do could trigger something to them. But also, to the people who feel a certain way, please give them the benefit of the doubt. No one's really coming at you just because they want this or want that. Don't assume that this is what they're going to go after, right? Feel it out, understand it, and then make your call. If you make an honest judgment and say, you know what, yeah, you know what, you're not for me, respectfully say that, and hopefully that person goes on their way. If they're not, okay, then you go to the authorities, or you go tell people that this person is doing this way, and deal with it that way. But don't assume every single person that you talk to is a bad guy. It's not fair to them, and it's not fair to yourself, because you've now isolated yourself from possibly a good person that may have made a bad mistake in a judgment when approaching you, right?
Facts.
So
That kind
that's
of,
all.
even though this wasn't on the docket for the subject, we kind of touched on it in our
Mhm,
chat. That kind of
mhm.
brings me to the when I was saying that like my algorithm is constantly bringing up um things where it's like what's wrong with women today and
Yeah,
what women
yeah,
are
yeah.
doing wrong, and
Mhm.
and I don't like it, yeah. I don't
Welcome
like
to the
it,
outlaw
man.
world of TikTok and
Yeah,
Instagram.
I don't like it's I don't like the inselling. I don't like it, man. It's I mean, for a while there, like, and especially when I was in my bitter stages,
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
like, yeah, 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 yeah. You see what he said? Yeah, guy. What's wrong with these bitches out here, guy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yo. You see this? Yo, Toks, look, you see this, fam? You see all this? You see all these girls are moving? I'm not the only one who feel this way. Look at this, bro. Look at this, bro. Yeah, it feels that energy, man. And I'm realizing, like, especially if I wake up, which is also a thing that I'm trying to stop, but wake up and look at my phone, and those are the first few posts I see, or the first couple things that I see are how women don't treat men right, and women don't know what they want, and da 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 da. Just going back to the programming, it's a programming going on, and it's a
That's
divisive one. And I'm sure
that
there's a lot
is
of women
all
getting
that's
the
that is
opposite.
all the algorithms are in the West. The
Yeah,
algorithms in
yeah,
the East is totally different.
I could
The
believe it.
West, oh my goodness,
Not
because
feeling it, man.
and this is why I if I do scroll, I make sure I like things that will help me change the algorithm. For instance, there's a few pets skits that they do, talking pets and stuff like. I make sure I have those in there because I don't want to flood things on relationships or how women should treat men and men should. No, I don't need that. Give me some soccer highlights. Give me some jokes. Give me some skits that balance, because I don't want to be in that tunnel vision. That's all I see,
Inundated
because
with this
that will definitely reprogram how
Yeah,
I
man.
approach people. And
Yeah.
then when I do talk to them, not even knowing, subconsciously, I'm saying the wrong things because of what I've already taken in.
Yep.
So again, mind yourself of what you're watching, what you're taking in, whether it's movies, TV shows, TikToks, Instagrams, Facebook. All that stuff is just programming you
Yeah, man.
to feed whatever you think whatever you think you need, and it's not true. It's not true.
And it leads you to react to videos like we just discussed, like, what is she talking about? We're not like
Mhm,
the men are not like this.
mhm.
What's wrong with these women?
Yep.
Without actually hearing it out and trying to gain some understanding. Again, the theme of today is you don't have to agree, just try to understand.
100%. 100%. We'll leave it at that. Okay, folks. And again, if you have comments about this, again, comments are free by all
Yeah,
means. Whether
word.
you like what we said or you don't, comment, because you might trigger something that somebody else is thinking, or someone that wants to say something about it. All comments are open and honest. We're not gonna shun you for saying what you want to say. Just be respectful in it. That's all. We're not coming at anybody. We're talking about both men and women, whether it's race, gender, whatever. We're talking about it. It's open to everybody. So again, say your piece. You know where it is in the comments. Hit us up. All right. So let's
End this with some fun. Let's end it with
end
some
this with some fun stuff now. Slang brought a great topic for us to do. We do a lot of movie talk, TV show talk. We have a segment called Scene and More. Scene. So the challenge here was name your top 5 black and white acting combos
in
so
movies.
in movies. Now I have only 4. I just
You
couldn't
couldn't
get
cut the
5.
fifth? Yeah.
Couldn't get a 5th.
Well, you might get
So
one out for me. I didn't even write mine down yet, but I have them.
you have yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably in those. I'll try to put them in order. I'll try.
Okay. Well, no necessary order, but go ahead. What's your first one? Oh, you're muted. Uh-oh. We're having some technical difficulties, folks. Oh, now you're back.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
That was weird. Nothing even was even. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Mhm.
Get it in
You're
the
good.
edit.
Why?
I don't know what happened there, but anyway, so yeah, that was my trick to get more time to think. But number 5. So you know what we could do? Let's go back and forth.
Okay.
Let's go
Okay.
back and forth. So number 5. Number 5 for me would be 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. I
Very
almost
good
want to
movie.
put both in there, but it's for me it's dicey on which one I like more, the original or the sequel. But number
Oh,
5, 488 Hours.
okay. You know what? That probably could be my number 5, but I didn't want to put 2 of the same person in
Oh,
my
I
top
probably
5.
I'm probably gonna do that again.
So with me, So I'll leave that as a number 5 for me. But
Okay.
okay, for mine, my would be Mel and Danny, Lethal Weapon.
That's that low?
Yeah, bro.
What you
Mel
say?
and
That's
Danny.
your 5 or that's your 4?
That's that again. I would say it's my 4, but I didn't have a 5, so I'm gonna go with 5 right now. Because something might trigger right now. So Mel
What?
Gibson,
That low?
Danny Glover. Yep, I got some good ones up there though.
Yeah, no,
Got some good
we're about
ones.
to find out. We're about to
All
find out.
right.
Hold on. I gotta I have some notes here, but I have some notes. I just gotta hold on. Okay, so we're at 4. My number 4 is, where did I put it now, man? Hold on, sorry, my bad. My bad, son, my bad. All right. My number 4 is The Last Boy Scout, Damon Wayans, and Bruce Willis.
Wow, you know what?
With a brief appearance by a young Halle Berry.
You know what?
Good
on you on that one. I didn't even peep that one.
Yeah, the reason, because it's not so popular, and for me, it's one of those ones that I had on VHS and I watched over and over and over again with my younger cousins. So there's a core memory associated with that movie. So even when if it's on TV and I happen to be flipping through, I usually stop to watch it. Maybe not the whole thing, but for some of it, I'll watch it.
Okay. Yeah. See, that would probably be my number 5, because I didn't watch this, but that's a good one though. That's a good one.
Okay.
But my next one is a good sports one right there. My man, Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, White Man Can't Jump. That's a classic.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Woody and Wesley. You can't. That's legendary right now. Legendary.
Yeah. I would have put that, and that was on the list where I got this whole idea from. That would be an honorable mention for me, to be honest. But
it's not on. Come on, you're a butler.
It's not
and wow.
Although, to your point, it kind of should be, because it's one of the only non-action ones like that. That is that good.
Okay.
But although the one I'm about to give you is also non-action.
Okay.
And is a certified classic. But and as you said you weren't going to put the same person twice. I'm sorry, I have to, because he's a legend. Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, Trading Places. That's my number 3.
That's my number 1. All right.
Oh, well, spoiler alert.
No, yeah, I'm giving you that one, right? Because I can watch that one multiple times and just fall in love with it every single time.
Yeah.
Every time.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a love-hate relationship with that movie for me. I like it until almost to a point where I love it. But I can say when I was younger, I didn't love it.
Yeah.
And I didn't all fully get it because of the stock market part of it.
Yes.
I was too young to get that part. But also there was like I didn't, in my young revolutionary mindset, I didn't like the old white men using the young guy,
but you didn't realize
like a puppet and blah 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 blah. Yes, he gets them back in the end, and he brings brings Dan Aykroyd back with him, which is commendable. But I just didn't like that initial idea of it was a bit too blanche.
No, I hear you.
A lot of snow in the movie.
You know what I liked about it though is that they connected my favorite movie with that movie. When you saw Coming to America and they brought them out, I love that showed me that Eddie was trying to create a universe of his movies. I'm like, yo, if they did something after that, I would have been like, yo. But I mean, those guys are old, so they're about to die.
But I think he includes them in another movie, but I can't remember. That one I didn't learn till like years recently,
Oh,
probably in the last 5,
I
10 years is when
I
I
love the fact, and I saw him with the money, and he's like, "Oh wow!" Then you see who it is. Just that quick little comic relief.
Yeah.
We'll do lunch. I'm like, wait a minute.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And then you
Mortimer,
go
we're
back.
back.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. That's a
Yeah,
classic for me. But that's my favorite combo.
Okay. So that's your number
With me, my next one.
Mm.
I mean, he's not white, but he's of a lighter persuasion of color, and that's with my man with the 3 movies. Don't rush
I knew you were
this
going to go with that.
timeline.
But I didn't choose that yet.
Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Those
what?
2
Mhm.
comic action, all 3 chef kiss. They did a great job. Now I don't think they should do another, but
They
I
are
thought
doing
those 3 were. Yes,
doing
I know. But I'm
yeah.
saying that, it's like leaving it where it was. It was
They
good.
went steady down to me. Steady down.
It was the first 2.
It's yeah. But after it's still not 2 is not better than 1. 3 is not better than 2.
One's always going to be the best,
Yeah,
right? Just like every other. I don't think there's ever been a movie that number 2 was better than number 1. Number 1 always sets the bar. And it was new for. Well, I wouldn't say new, but it was different. It kind of put. I guess would you say it put Jackie Chan in the spotlight?
It helped Jackie Chan in his North American spotlight for sure.
Okay. Chris was already kind of smoky and doing
It
some
also
other.
put Chris Tucker on stardom. It put him to a different level of stardom.
After that, he got some love after that. So yeah. So those.
I almost want to disqualify you because he's not white, but
still,
I'll allow you for the purpose.
All right.
I'll allow you for the purpose. That's an honorable mention in my list because
all right.
But
next one.
what am I 2?
Yes,
I'm at 2. So 2 is trumping your 3 because this is probably the pinnacle of such movies, or the foundation, the forefathers, the pilgrimage set forth to create a frontier of such films. Lethal Weapon, ladies and gentlemen. Mel Gibson, Danny Glover is my number 2. Legendary, almost up. And I almost like all of them. I think there's one that I didn't really like, which is the Chris Rock one, if I remember correctly.
So the one with Danny DeVito, you like that one? Was it Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito's in a couple of them, though.
He's in like
not Danny DeVito. It's not Danny DeVito. It's not Danny DeVito.
Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. Sorry.
Is it Joe Pesci?
It's Joe Pesci. Sorry.
Joe Pesci's same guy in Goodfellas?
Yes.
Yes, Joe Pesci.
That's Joe Pesci.
He's in a couple of them, but I think he's in the second one to start.
I thought he was second and third, and then all of a sudden, what's his face came in after that.
He's in 3 or 4 of them. How many? I don't remember how many.
He wasn't in full scenes. Like he wasn't part of the show. I think he came in that second one, and they brought him in the third, and I think the fourth, and I think the fifth. And I think I heard they're doing a new one, but I could be wrong. I think there's 5 of them.
I highly doubt they'll be doing a new one, but I could be wrong too. I don't think Mel has that pull again. But who knows?
Oh, come on, Mel can have that pull if he needs to. Danny's the one that's old.
You forget Mel.
No, I know what he did. I know.
Okay,
I know
right.
But again, hey, if certain people can still make a movie,
no, that's fact. It's very possible.
He can come back.
It's very possible.
He can, especially if it's a good one.
But yeah, that's my number 2. That's my legendary number 2.
Okay. I'm going to leave you now that I have a new one. I have a new number 1 now. This is going to be my number 1.
Go ahead.
This is the one that should have been number 1 on everybody's list. Recent acting legend with a underrated chameleon of sorts.
Oscar winning. Oscar winning.
My man.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke in Training Day. Yes, man.
Absolutely. I can't argue.
Hey, man.
Can't argue.
I just realized, I'm like, yeah, that's a duo that you can, that was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
And the funny thing, I was watching some shorts and a lot of stuff Denzel ad-libbed
Yes,
Wasn't part of the script.
that's true.
He was just being his character.
Trying a thing and the thing worked.
Yeah. The
Yep.
whole King Kong speech, yo, that
Yep.
wasn't even in it, bro.
Not in the script at all.
Same with Ethan. Ethan was like, he was just running off what he was going. That's how good those two worked.
Exactly. The My Man was not in the script.
Exactly.
So
Nothing
much
was in it.
So much was in that script.
Oh,
so yep.
That now makes me want to go watch it again because of that.
Very
I'm like, yo,
legendary movie.
when you see the nuggets and you like, I'm like, really? That? No way. And yeah, sure enough.
What's different about that film as well as most of the ones on our list, it's not comedic almost at all. It's a dramatic.
That is, yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
That
definitely belongs there. That would have probably been in my top 2. And it should be in my top 2, but in the interest of being different and a contrarian, I'll pick a different number 1.
Okay.
Because this is a personal favorite of mine. Again, something that I watch pretty regularly, considering it's been so many years since it's come out. And it also, again, is going to bring another action legend back on my list another time.
Okay.
And his counterpart is also a legend. Dare I curse to give a little bit of a hint? He's a motherfucking legend.
Yes.
All right.
I know where you're going now. All right.
Bruce Willis.
Yep.
And Samuel motherfucking Jackson. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yes.
My personal Die Hard favorite. That's my favorite Die Hard.
Better than number 1, bro?
Easily better than number 1.
With
and number one is on my best Christmas movies of all time. Which is a different argument. But
that is legendary.
Better than number 1 for me, man.
Wow.
Look, again, man. Hey, call me what you want. Call me what you want. I like to see people that look like me on the screen. Big up Reginald Bell Johnson.
I was gonna say, what about Carl?
Yeah, but he didn't have as big of a role as Samuel did. And I think that they wanted to bring Reginald back for this one. I know they want to bring him back for number 2 as well, but they didn't do it. But I think he technically was supposed to be in Die Hard with a Vengeance, if I remember correctly. But whatever reason they didn't and I thank God they didn't bring him back, because Samuel did a way better job. I just like there's a racial element to it, which is realistic. I think that the plot, or at least the heist part of the plot, is a little better, a little more sophisticated. I like that it's in the city. I like that it's more intelligent. They got to solve different issues or different puzzles around to stop the bombs from going off. I like all of that. The action is dope and crazy. You have the seasoned veteran cop with the new, not even a law enforcement officer, not involved in law, citizen,
citizen,
in this big old action plot movie. So yeah, that is my personal number 1.
Okay.
Do you want to do any honorable mentions, or?
I like it. Honorable mention. I need the name though. See, Django in Chains, bro. Jamie Foxx.
Very valid.
And what, I don't know that guy again. He's another comedian.
I don't remember his
but
name.
he's a great actor.
Yeah.
And that made me, that combo made me watch Django to the end.
No, it's a legendary.
Yeah, that's a legendary one, because I'm like, yo, Jamie Foxx is great, but this guy brought some spunk, some short one-liners. What's that?
Christoph Waltz is his name.
Yes, Walt. Yes, that guy. He does some great acting. He's in a lot of. He's very supportive in his roles. I don't think he's ever had a real main actor role, but he does a lot of supporting acting roles. Really good. Roughly is the German or the Austrian or whatever. It's well dressed or spy type. He's really good. So again, that's an honorable mention for me, because that one that hit home.
That's
Hell,
definitely.
you can have two in there. You can have Leo and Samuel in there too, because
They weren't really a partnership, so they're more
true.
they're pitted against each other.
Like that's the one I would bring an honorable mention. That's a good one.
That's
Any
good.
anyone?
So I'm gonna give you a couple obscure ones.
Okay.
So there's Fled,
Fled.
which is a remake of the Defiant Ones with Lawrence Fishburne and Alec Baldwin. It's not Alec Baldwin. It's the younger Baldwin. Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin.
Is it
Gotta
Stephen?
be Stephen.
It's not
Alec is old.
The blonde one. Whoever the blonde one is.
Yeah, that's Stephen. Stephen.
It's Stephen.
That's Stephen.
Stephen.
Yeah.
That's an old one. That's a 1996 one.
Wow.
There's oh my gosh, I just had it. But Hear No Evil, See No Evil, with Richard Pryor and
oh yes. Oh yes,
and,
yes. Yes.
very
I know that one. Yes. What about I'm gonna pull it one out real quick.
Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Legendary. They have like 3 or 4 legendary ones together.
This is true. They were good. Again, very good. How about I'm gonna go and throw this one out at you. How about Guess Who?
Is that with Bernie Mac?
That's Bernie Mac and Ashton Kutcher.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Yep, with Sydney, and there's the original. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner with Sidney Poitier? Legendary Sidney.
I didn't love that movie, but it's still it's there. It's honorable.
Yeah, it has to be up
there. I had another one in mind, and now I lost it. That's gone.
There's a lot of them.
I mean, there's Bulletproof with Damon Wayans and
Woody.
No. That was the other one. They just the other Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes movie, Money Train. Jennifer Lopez.
That's Prime Lopez. Prime Lopez. Yeah, you're right. Lopez. Super Prime Lopez.
Jenny was fresh off the block them. Living color. Yeah.
Yes. That is another one. Very good one.
Men in Black.
Wow.
I don't know how we now that.
Yeah. And the thing is, they've always done it with whether it's Will and Tommy. Then they went when they were out for the season, the new ones with what's this? Chris Helmsworth and what's her name there?
Valkyrie.
That girl. Yes, yeah, you know her as a Valkyrie, but yes.
I remember.
But yeah, those girls. Those ones are pretty good, and I think they do it on purpose.
Tim Robbins and Martin Lawrence.
Wow,
I'm going deep in the box, buddy. Deep in the box, buddy.
You know what? Would you consider Tim Robbins' movie in Shawshank Redemption, bro?
That could be considered. Yeah,
with Morgan, the legendary Freeman.
Yeah, that could be definitely considered.
That is a top 5 movie of all time.
That could definitely
a top
be
5.
Considered. Two Guns. You remember
that? With freaking Denzel and Mark Wahlberg
coming out of the woodwork. I don't know where they're coming from.
They're coming. They're coming.
Spencer Confidential with Mark Wahlberg. They're coming out the woodwork. They're coming out the woodwork.
All of them are coming out now. Now they're just triggering. Trust me. There's a ton of them.
Even the early I Spy with Bill Cosby and
oh wow, okay, I know, yeah.
We made it again with Owen Wilson and again, which wasn't that great, but they remade it. But yeah, there's so many. Yeah, man.
I Spy. You're right.
And if we're doing black and white guys who aren't partners, like you brought up the Leonardo and Jamie Foxx in the Django, Demolition Man.
Wesley Snipes.
Blonde Wesley. Demolition Man.
Well, I mean, we'll go back to your hero of movies, Eddie Murphy, and Showtime. With Robert.
Yeah, I watched that the other day. That was so dumb, but it was still entertaining. It was so dumb, but it was entertaining.
And again, the formula works.
Yeah,
because it's almost like The Odd Couple.
Yep.
How do you again back in the day? How do you put black people with white people and they coexist? And sure enough, it worked.
Works.
It made. I mean,
Beverly Hills Cops movies are that too, even though there's kind of 2 white cops and 1 black guy. But
true. No, exactly. Yeah, you always have. But again, I didn't like how they made him just the comedy guy. But then when he got serious and he started doing the thing, I'm like the scene in the strip joint when he was being funny and he disarms the thing.
Yeah,
that says, yo, this guy knows what he's talking about. He might be funny enough, but he can do the shit.
Job.
Yeah.
You know that was originally supposed to be Sylvester Stallone.
You mean Eddie Smart?
Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, he was written for him originally.
Really?
And then when he apparently, I just watched this, funnily enough, Judge Reinhold was talking about it. But when Sylvester wanted to rewrite the script, which he did, and he added scenes that made the budget balloon.
Mm-hmm.
The studio exec at the time made a shrewd move, and
you're done.
And proposed. No, he didn't want to fire him because Sly was too big at the time.
True.
So he didn't want to get him on his bad side. He offered him Cobra instead. Said, "Hey, yeah, this Beverly Hills Cop is pretty good, but Cobra, bro, this one is gonna." And Cobra ended up being trash, but
yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Hey man,
you got roll the dice.
We got a legendary movie, so who cares? Yeah. We got.
I mean, if you try to picture that, I wonder if AI could put him in that movie. It wouldn't work.
AI definitely work. Do it, but I couldn't see it. Yeah, because it wasn't it was an action movie when he was part of it. It wasn't a comedy action.
Yeah, and I mean, Sly didn't do any comedy until he did some weird movies like Throw Mama Off the Train.
Yeah, he did another one where he played a gangster in the 1920s.
Yeah, Bugsy or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but yeah,
something like that.
And I'm like, yeah, you're not built for it. Like, I mean, I think the only action star that did comedy very well was Bruce Willis.
Yeah, and Eddie, because Eddie's technically action.
He went from comedy to action.
I see what you're saying.
Right. So I mean, because I was thinking Arnold, but Arnold really wasn't that funny per se.
Nah,
he was just awkward.
Yeah, and he had some quips in his movies, but it wasn't really
right. Funny. I mean, they threw in the things because of his accent. They made sure he said it because that's what made it funny. Right? But Bruce Willis.
But hey, to Arnold's credit, movies like Last Boy Scout, not Last Boy Scout, not Last Boy Scout. What was it called again? The last action hero.
Okay.
And then he had the one where he was. It was.
I know. Kindergarten Cop.
Twins.
Twins. See, the Twins though was because of Danny DeVito.
Well, mostly.
Danny was in his prime back then, and he was running the show, and so yeah. And you think about it, it's the awkwardness of the height and all that it made it that funny. You add in the accent, you add in Danny DeVito, you have a hit.
That's a fact.
Right.
Interesting enough, neither him or Sly did a buddy cop film with a black guy.
Nope.
Side eyeing you boys.
Yeah, right? They were in their ways. But Bruce was. I mean, shout out to Bruce Willis because he's not the same anymore. He's retired and he has suffering from whatever the disease he's going through. But he threw out bangers. Yeah. Bangers. Right down to the end, I think he was in the Expendables. Bangers.
Yeah, I didn't watch all of them, but the ones I watched,
he was in there, and he's known for action, so they put him in there. They had to, just like Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris was done acting, and they threw him in there just because. I'm like, okay.
Every action
even Kelsey Grammer was in one of those things.
I don't understand why
Kelsey Grammer is an action star.
That's when I stopped watching. They started to put any and any man in them. It didn't make no sense. Like they had any and any man.
Yeah,
enough of those guys weren't action stars or UFC fighters or whatever.
Yeah,
make sense to me. Like,
yeah, it was weird. I think again, I mean, even Terry Crews, he was really comedy, but his size made him action. That threw me off too. But it wasn't really action relief.
Didn't belong.
It wasn't comedy relief for me in there.
No,
but guys like Dolph Lundgren, he was action. Wasn't he the first He-Man?
Jason Statham. Yes,
all those guys. Yeah, all those guys are action stars.
Action man them.
Yeah, and they brought in Wesley.
Speaking of Bruce Willis, did you I'll give you a suggestion of a show to watch because I'm connecting it. Have you seen Demi Moore lately?
She's aging.
Yeah, the plastic is not going too well.
I haven't
But
seen her in the public eye, but she's
she's in a show that I think you should watch called Landman.
Landman.
Yeah, it's with Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob?
Billy Bob Thornton. It's jokes, guy. It's a joke,
Yeah?
but it's not really a comedy, but it's funny. It's a dramedy more. It's not even really a dramedy. It's more of a drama, but it's
Oh, they have some
basically
they have some beautiful people in this one. Oh, even that
yeah,
Sam Elliott guy's in there too.
yeah. There's a
Okay,
lot of
old man Elliott.
I forgot he was in it. It's a good show. I enjoy it. It's very, I will say it's very
Country?
conservative-ish, which is
Okay.
understandable based on where it's
Mhm.
set in and the industry it's set in. But they also kind of make fun of themselves in that way. So yeah, it's a good show. I think it's only this is the second season, maybe
I
second
think,
or third.
I'm looking at it. I'm trying to see if it's 2 seasons. It started
Yeah.
in 2024.
Check that one out.
Ali Later is in there. Yeah, I see. But Andy Garcia's in it too.
Yes, he's in the new
Wow.
season. He wasn't in the first
Wow,
season.
wow,
Oh
wow.
no, he was in the first season. He was. But yeah, it's a good show. Good show, man.
Okay, I might have to take that in. I might have to watch that one still. I
Check
might have
it
to
out.
watch it. That's something we'll talk about. We'll definitely have to talk about it. Hey, you know what? We got a good show.
Yes,
Got a good show.
Yes, indeed. He wrote good
Very
feedback.
informative, very fun, very enlightening. It's a good way to finish your Friday.
Word.
Right? Good way to finish your Friday. Again, you guys are doing amazing love for us. You're showing us so much love. My phone's blowing up with comments saying you guys are doing a great job, or how you guys didn't tell me about this sooner, and can we help out to make you guys a little more popular and a little more. And I'm like, hey, we'll take it all in, man. We would like to go to the moon. Like, we wouldn't mind getting picked up and get all the nice shiny whistles and fancy cameras and microphones and make us sound and look great on a regular basis, right?
Yep.
So keep it up, and we will keep on giving you guys content to enjoy. All right. With that being said, man, it's going to be the weekend. Slang, you got plans for the weekend?
Not really. No, not this weekend. Just chilling. I was supposed to take the lady to the airport on Sunday, but we'll see how that goes because the weather might stop all.
Yeah. I too. I was planning on doing something outside, but they have the orange warning, so the cold air is not something you should be going out. Even for school, they said they kept them inside for school because it's that cold. So why bother go out?
Yeah.
Do something if it's that cold. So we're gonna chill in. We're gonna watch some movies and read some books, and maybe do some science experiments. So we'll see.
Nice.
Other than that, I do know I have her concert next week to watch, or her
Nice.
holiday concert. So that's something to look forward to. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
that's it for us, folks. Again,
Stay
another
safe,
great
stay
episode.
warm.
Most definitely, and we'll definitely see you again next week. For me, Sir Toks, La Voice, and Slang Hugh, we out. Peace.